Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol. I'm so glad you joined us today. So we hope you're enjoying our new format with some of those shorter and longer classes we've added, new sections to the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage, just to make it easier for you to find classes by length or purpose or body area. So be sure and check it out. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. It's free and we'd love to hear from you. So leave me a comment. Now in today's practice, we're going to explore poses for the legs. So you will need your chair and a yoga strap. Now if you don't have a yoga strap, you can substitute a belt or a scarf or even a man's necktie. And if you don't have any of those, or if you really don't want to use the strap, it's fine. You can do it without it. It's all good. So let's get started. All right. We're going to sit up nice and tall in our chair. We're going to pull that belly button into the spine, lower those shoulders down out of the ears. Place our hands lightly on our thighs, close our eyes, and breathe. So connect to your heart center, letting go of everything outside of the room. And just begin to notice your breath. Just begin to elongate that breath, inhaling a little more deeply and exhaling a little more completely. We're going to move into that belly breath, that diaphragmatic breath. As you inhale, we're going to fill the lungs from the bottom up. The belly extends. And then as you exhale, you're going to actively pull the belly button to the spine and push the air up and out of the lungs. Do that a few times. And breathe normally. We're going to do that 2 more times. This time, see if you can make that exhalation longer than the inhalation. So go ahead at your own pace. Try to push that air out as you exhale. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart and set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. Bring your hands down to your thighs, open your eyes, and let's go ahead and do a little shoulder roll. Oh yeah, up, back, and down. So I call this an exaggerated shoulder roll. So I want you to really feel the down, the up, squeeze, and the back. Squeeze those shoulder blades behind, and then reverse it, right? So it's very intentional. Oh yeah, one more. Should feel really good. All right, let's go ahead and look over that right shoulder, just gently, right? We're warming things up here. Let's go ahead and look center, and we're going to look the other way. We're going to look center. Let's do that again. Look center, go the other way. Look center, and let's just nod our head up and down. Just a little bit of a additional stretch for that neck in a little different way. All right, beautiful. Okay, let's do a cat and a cow. I know we do them every time, don't we? But it's a good, really good warm up for that spine. So we're going to put our hands on our thighs, pull that belly button in, tuck the chin, look down at your belly. Feel that arch in the back, feel that stretch through the neck. One more breath here. All right, we're going to lift up and we're going to turn our thumbs to the back wall. Open up that heart. Oh, yeah. So I'm looking up slightly. Let's do that again. Round it down into your cat. And open it up into your cow. Let's do 2 more. Add the breath. Inhale. Exhale, round down into cat. One last one. Here we go. Up we go. Add that breath if you like. And round it down into that cat. And release. Beautiful. Okay, mountain pose is next. We're going to extend those hands out, down by our side. Let's come up to those goalpost arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind your back. Oh yeah, feel that stretch. All right, up we go to the ceiling. Palms are facing one another. Shoulders are down, belly is tight. Take your right hand down. You're going to push that right hand towards the floor and left hand towards the ceiling. Press through. Nice stretch. One more breath. And down we go. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Here we go. We're going to start in mountain. So I'm stretching. I'm not just kind of hanging out here, right? I'm active. Belly is tight. Shoulders are down. I'm actively pushing. All right. Back up to those goalpost arms. You got it. Up to the ceiling. All right. Now this time I'm going to take my right hand, leave it up, and my left hand is going to come down. It doesn't matter which one. Just do the one you didn't do last time. There's no magic, to being one side starts or the other. It doesn't matter. Stretch, stretch, stretch. One more breath. And release. It should feel really good. Okay, we're going to move into a crescent lunge. So I'm going to take my right knee and I'm going to open it nice and wide here. I'm going to let this knee fall down towards the floor. So this leg is just hanging out here. Now, if you want a little bit more, you can push that foot back behind you and lift your heart. So in my classes, I will always talk about, we'll do a pose and then we might add on. You don't ever have to add on if you don't want to, okay? You can stay with that knee right there. If that's a good stretch for you and that feels good for your body, perfect. If you want the add-on, you're going to take those toes back behind and you're going to lengthen through that leg. So I'm kind of like taking the back of this kneecap and I'm lifting it up towards the ceiling. All right, one more breath. Okay, we're going to face forward. Now the same leg that we were just stretching, we're going to extend it out in front of us, toes to the ceiling. We're going to lift our heart up and we're going to walk our hands down that leg, okay? Keeping your back flat. Walk your hands down that leg and feel that stretch in that hamstring. You feel it? I do. My back is flat. I'm letting my heart fall. One more breath here, and we're going to go ahead and walk the hands back up that leg. Okay. Now, I'm going to move into a pigeon pose, but I want you to, and we're going to do ankle to ankle. All right. So if you'll notice, I didn't move this leg. This leg stays right where it is. I'm going to take this ankle and cross it over. And that's going to give you a little bit of a stretch through this leg and up into that hip. Okay, so I'm going to lengthen first, and then I'm going to let my heart fall forward. Hands are right here on the thigh for a little bit of a support. One more breath here. And up we go. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to take this knee and I'm going to open it nice and wide. So I'm feeling my inner thigh stretching already. You get that? Now I'm going to let this knee fall down towards the floor into my crescent lunge. Now this could be where you want to stay, and it's great. If you want a little bit more, the add-on is pushing that foot back behind and lifting your heart, pressing a little bit of the back of that kneecap towards the ceiling. Now, we're warming up, so we don't want to do anything, too forceful. Just gentle. Woo, bye-bye. One more breath here. And let's release that. That same leg is going to extend out in front of you, toes to the ceiling, right? We're going to lengthen through the spine. Belly is tight. And I'm just going to walk my hands down that leg for a nice pyramid pose, keeping the back flat, letting the heart fall. Keeping a micro bend to this knee, so we don't want to lock that knee out, but we do want the leg to be straight. Just one more breath here. Walk your hands back up that leg. Okay. Now, I'm going to leave this leg right where it is. I'm not going to move it. I'm going to take the opposite ankle and I'm going to cross over. Lengthen through the spine, belly button to spine. Let that heart fall forward. And my hands are on my thighs. So that is just a little more for that pigeon pose. Get a little bit of stretch through that outer leg. Warming things up. One more breath. Lift your heart up. Come back into your seated position. And let's grab a sip of water. We're going to come to standing on the right side of our chair. And we're going to be doing a downward facing puppy. So we're going to take a step back away from the chair, so you don't want to be right up against it. And what we're going to do is pull that belly button in, begin to hinge forward. Place your hands in the chair first, okay? Kind of see how that feels. So we're going to be lengthening through the back side of the body, so you'll be feeling quite a bit of work into not only the hamstrings, but you may feel the back and the hips too. Okay, now we're going to just let our forearms come down onto that chair. Do you feel it? You can bend your knees if you need to. It's okay. All right, I'm looking down at my chair and I'm going to take a step back. The other leg steps back. Bring your heart forward. So you're pressing down on the chair. You're not pressing out. You're pressing down. You see that? Now, I'm going to lift my hips up to the ceiling. Press my heart back behind me. And let my heart kind of fall. So there is the back of my body. Belly is tight. Just one more breath here. We're going to step forward and roll it up. Okay? So how did that feel? Checking in. So one thing on this particular pose, having your chair on carpet or on a sticky mat is probably a really good idea just for safety. Because if you begin to press out on that chair instead of down, the chair could slip. So I would just encourage you to go ahead and have it. Make sure it's on carpet or a sticky mat, something that's going to prevent the chair from moving. Okay, we're going to do that again. So we're going to come back into that puppy pose, and then we're going to walk our puppy. So we're just going to bend one knee and let the opposite heel fall down, and bend the other knee and let that heel fall down, okay? So here we go. So I'm going to step away, first of all, from my chair. I'm going to hinge forward, place my hands in the chair, then maybe let my heart fall more and my forearms are on the chair. I'm looking down at my chair. I'm going to step one foot back, the other foot back, press my heart back behind me, letting that heart fall, letting my head kind of hang between my arms. Take a bend to the right knee and let the left heel fall towards the floor. Take a bend to the left knee and let the right heel fall towards the floor. And bend. Walking the dog. And bend. One more. Feeling that stretch happening through the back side of the body. Go ahead and calm those feet. All right, now you're going to take your right leg and you're going to lift it up towards the ceiling for a three-legged dog. Think about belly is tight, legs are working. Use your breath. One more breath, put that foot down, walk your feet forward, and roll it up. Okay, how did that feel, right? Quite intense. I know that it is, so we're working hard in this downward facing puppy. So let's come to the other side. So we're just a step away from the chair, okay? So we're not right up against the chair. Now we're gonna come down, hinging forward, put one hand in the chair, the other hand in the chair, and now we're gonna come all the way down onto our forearms. Take a step back and a step back. Heart presses back. Head is down between your hands and you're just feeling this stretch in the back side of the body. Take a bend to the left knee and let the right heel fall towards the floor. Switch sides, so we're walking our puppy. Go ahead and switch again. Switch one more time. Calm those feet. Take your left leg to the ceiling for a three-legged dog. Feel the stretch. Your standing leg may begin to shake a little bit. Work it, right? We're working hard. We have one more breath here. Let's bend that knee. Put that foot on the floor. Walk forward. And roll it up. Okay, that is quite an intense pose, right? So I'm hoping that you had your chair there for support, you were able to use it and work into that pose. It's pretty intense. Okay, so while I was talking, I don't know if you noticed, but I moved back to the other side of my chair, right? Okay, so we're going to move into calf stretches. So we're going to take that step back, and we're going to hinge forward again, and we're going to place our hands in the seat of the chair. Now, if you have wrist issues, I encourage you can do a couple of things. One is you can come up onto your fists, right? And so that keeps that wrist nice and stable or straight. Or really think about lifting up through your belly and don't even put much weight down here on the hands. This is more just for stability than it is that I want all of your weight to be on the hands, okay? All right, your left leg is going to step back behind you, bend your front knee. All right, belly is tight. Now you're going to rock forward. So now I'm on the tippy toes of that back foot. And now I'm going to rock back so that my heel falls down towards the floor. You feel the calf stretching? Let's do that again. Rock it forward. Rock it back. Feel that heel falling down towards the floor. Rock it forward. Rock it back. One more time. There's a nice calf stretch. You feel it? Rock it back. Feel that calf stretching, 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 and release. We're going to go straight to the other side. So we're going to take that other leg back. Okay, rock it back. Feel that calf stretching. Oh, that feels so good to me. Rock it forward, release that calf stretch. Let's do that again. Back we go. And forward. Rock back. Feel that heel fall towards the floor. Forward. Last time. Just one more breath here. And bring that foot up. We're going to roll up slowly. Hold on to that chair. And release. Okay, how did that feel? Good stretch for the calf, right? Okay, so the next one we're going to do is a wide-legged straddle forward fold. And we have done this one before. So I think if you've been to my class, done any of my classes, you may have done this one already. But we're going to take our feet nice and wide, at least the width of the chair legs, maybe a little bit more. Now this time, remember when we were behind our chair, we had our toes pointing out. This time, we're going to have our toes pointing forward, okay? All right, so we're going to hinge here, let that heart fall forward, put your hands into the seat of the chair. Now, I'm going to take a bend to my left knee, and I'm going to feel that inner thigh stretching on the right side. Keep this knee back, so my hips stay back. This knee is behind those toes, and I'm feeling that inner thigh stretching, and I'm looking down at my chair. Let's come up, and we're going to go to the other side. Let's come up and go to the other side. So I'm just lifting my hips up And then I'm bending the opposite knee and I'm letting that inner thigh stretch. Then I'm going to lift my hips up and I'm going to bend the opposite knee and I'm letting that inner thigh stretch. Do that 2 more times on each side. Lift it up and heart falls. Lift it up, bend that knee. 1 more time. Up we go, but we got to do both sides. Up we go. Bend that opposite knee. This is the last one. Coming up, heel toe those feet together. Grab the chair, roll it up nice and slow. Bend those knees. And let's grab a sip of water. We're going to move into pyramid pose using our strap. So let's grab our strap and we're going to move to the edge of our chair. And if you don't have a strap, you'll just do this without it. It's just fine. So let's go ahead and extend our right leg long out in front of us. Our toes are facing up towards the ceiling. So you're going to reach down and you're going to put your strap around the ball of your foot. You're going to hold one strap in each hand. Extend the spine long, pull the belly button in, and let your heart fall forward. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling gently on that strap, right? And I'm using it to actually let my heart come down a little bit further. We're going to go ahead and lift up. And let's do that 1 more time. Extend, pull gently. So we're letting that strap help us increase this stretch, keeping the back flat, letting that heart fall forward, pulling gently on that strap. Let's come up and we're going to do that 1 more time. Extend and hinge. And I'm just going to choke up a little bit more on my strap. I feel like I've got a little more flexibility in that hamstring, so I'm going to give it a little more love, if you will. 1 more breath here, and up we go. All right, let's do the other side. So I'm going to place the strap into the ball of the foot. I've got one hand on each side of the strap. I'm going to extend my heart long and let that heart fall forward. And just feel that hamstring stretch, just giving it a little extra love here. Let's go ahead and release it. Lift your heart up and gently letting that heart fall forward, using that strap to increase the stretch. Let's lift up and do that 1 more time. Extend, hinging forward. Maybe you choke up on that strap a little bit, right? If you want, your choice. And release. Very, very good. Okay. So we're going to move to the back of our chair and straddle the chair. Our toes are going to point out. So you have the seat of the chair here between your legs. Grab your strap, double it up. Place your hands, have about 18 inches of strap between them. Hands to the ceiling. All right, we're going to lean our mountain. Now, as we lean, we want to keep all of this side down, right? So we're not letting any of that lift up. We're feeling that stretch in the sideways, but you're going to have inner thighs stretching too. Let's come up, and we're going to lean the other way. Up we go. Bring those hands down and just take a break. We're going to add a dip. So as we come up and lean our mountain, then we're going to let one hand come forward and it'll just give us a little bit of a twist and some work into that sideways, some stretching into that sideways, and you might feel the hip and you might feel the opposite inner thigh a little bit more too. Here we go. Up we go. We're going to lean that mountain first. Now, take this hand and you're going to let it fall down towards the floor to where it's parallel. So now the strap is parallel to the floor. Are you feeling that? I'm feeling it. Sideways is stretching. This inner thigh, the opposite inner thigh, is working harder. One more breath. Take the twist out. Come up. We're going to go the other way. Take this hand. Let it fall down to where the strap is parallel to the floor. Holding and breathing. One more breath. Take that strap up. Bring the hands down. We're going to do that one more time. Just one more time. Here we go. Up we go. Let's go to the right first this time. Left hand twists down. Leaning mountain with a dip. Come up. Back up to mountain. Lean our mountain again. Add that dip. Bring that hand back up. Both hands up to the ceiling. And release. Go ahead and bring those legs forward. Set your strap down on the floor. Move to the front edge of your mat, of your chair. Your feet are on the floor. And your feet are a little bit wider, so you don't want them together. So just go ahead and heel toe your feet out about 2 times so they're at least the width of the legs of your chair. Okay? Belly is going to be super tight. My hands are right here on the thighs. Now I'm just going to lean to the right. Then I'm going to let my heart come forward. Let your heart fall down between your legs. Over to the left. So just big body circles. Now make sure you go back. Pull that belly in. Make that big circle around. Let's do that again. Here we go. Forward we go. Other side. Stretch it out. Keep that opposite hip down. Don't leave out that back part. Let's reverse it. Nice and slow. A full body experience. You should be feeling a lot of muscles in a lot of part of the body. So really paying attention. What's happening, right? Are your feet grounded to the floor? Are your sits bones grounded to the chair? Are you feeling those sideways muscles? Are you really making your body come all the way back, working that belly, working that belly, working that belly, and up we go. How did that feel? I like that one. Okay, we're going to move into a seated pigeon, which we do a lot. So you can cross an ankle to an ankle, or you can cross your ankle to your knee. So we're going to flutter just a little bit. We're just kind of moving a little bit into that joint. All right, extend the spine long, pull the belly in, and let that heart fall forward. For version 1. We're going to do 3 different versions, and all 3 are great. You can pick and choose which version you like best, or you can do one of each. It's all good. Let's go ahead and lift up. All right, now extend the spine long. You're going to put your elbow right in front of that knee. Put your hand on your fingers and just, I meant to say your chin on your fingers, and just press gently. And go ahead and lift up. Another version is hands to the ceiling, hands out towards the wall in front of you, and then down to the floor. That's another really good version. And up we go. Let's do the other side. All right, we're going to lengthen through. Let that heart fall forward. All right, come up. Extend. Put that elbow there if you wish. And release it. Final version. Up we go. Out and down. All right, let's move back in our chair. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. You can lean back this time. Flip your palms facing up. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Detach yourself. Detach yourself from the negative things, and those things lose their power over you. Detach yourself from the good things, and you'll enable yourself to enjoy them more. Reality is what it is, and you cannot change what already is. What you can do, though, is to stop being burdened by your own need. Make every day an adventure rather than a chore. Embrace what comes your way instead of being fearful of it or dependent on it. Detachment does not mean avoiding commitment. It means avoiding unnecessary entanglement and acting as the unique and purposeful force that you are. You can be highly committed to people, objectives, and ideals, while at the same time being detached from them. Doing so enables you to act with the power of love rather than the weakness of need. Detach yourself and free yourself to embrace life with love, with purpose, with intention. Detach yourself, and you can then involve yourself in the most positive, authentic way possible. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with your right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with your left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. Remember, click on that subscribe button, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.